Hey CFMA, what's the cost of unethical behavior? I'm Elizabeth Lachowicz, lead instructional designer and facilitator for CFMA's education department. With me today,
I'm Joe Harper. Hi, I'm the CFO of Kelley Brothers Roofing in Fairfield, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. I'm a CPA and CCIP.
Thanks, Joe. I'm glad you're here. What is the cost of unethical behavior for companies?
Well, Elizabeth, it costs the companies a lot. Unfortunately, it costs legal consequences. It costs damaged reputation, which in the construction industry is everything. It costs employee morale and productivity. It causes increased conflict within the organization, increased employee turnover. And in 2002, President Bush signed into law the Sarbanes-Oxley Act due to huge unethical behavior.
Well, it's really apparent that more and more bad behavior, unethical behavior, exacerbates the costs.
Absolutely.
And I really appreciate what you said about the company's damaged reputation.
Mm-hmm.
That's really hard to repair, and sometimes you can never get that back.
Sometimes you never recover from that.
So how do you avoid that? What can a company do?
Well, the smart thing for a company to do is employ a decision model for ethical questions or dilemmas. And that's identify, analyze, justify, and decide. So identify is identify the issues and the stakeholders. Analyze is what's at stake and for whom. And then considering the items of governance, consequences, motives and duties, and aspirations. Then finally, move to justify, which is the discussion and the company discussions, maybe have some outside people come in and counsel you to the point where you've tested the decisions that you think you want to make, and you can step confidently into the final step, which is decide. So decide, act or not act.
I understand. Thank you. Now, even though you follow a good decision model, not everybody has, let's say, decision-making authority.
Mm-hmm.
They're maybe not at that level. Within the company, there's a lot of employees. What conditions make it easy for them to be unethical?
Well, the conditions that CFP needs to really watch out for in their company that makes unethical behavior easy are weak internal controls, ignorance and apathy, a culture of unquestioned trust where employees aren't allowed to ask questions of their superiors. It's do it my way or leave, and limited or no oversight, so no management oversight. And then really the inability to access information, so keeping information really close to the vest when it doesn't need to be.
I see this is really important to the construction industry and to the culture within the different construction companies. Can you say more about the culture?
Yes, the company culture really starts at the company mission statement. It continues to the hiring practices, fair hiring practices, and really all that should be reflected in the company handbook. And the company handbook should be fair. There should be adequate training for all employees so that management respects the staff, that employees respect each other, and there's a culture of really treating your employees like customers and ensuring the fair treatment of all your stakeholders in the company, the customers, the suppliers, subcontractors, etc.
Well, Joe, I appreciate you telling us why it's important for us to avoid those costs of unethical behavior for a company.
Absolutely.
And that decision model seems like an easy way for organizations, teams to address these ethical dilemmas that we face.
It does. It absolutely does.
And I think it's a great opportunity for the construction industry to step up and aspire to be a more ethical and supportive industry.
It does.